Hello dear students, welcome back to Konnu's online classes. So in the last class we are discussing about the cross multiplication method. So already I have told you how to write that formula and I have told you how to follow the steps to solve the problems based on cross multiplication method. So now let us recall the steps what we have followed in the last class, and I will solve one more problem based on that cross multiplication method, and just we see how we have solved in the last class. So the problem is 8x plus 5y is equal to 9, 3x plus 2y is equal to 4. Here they have given you pair of linear equations. So I have told you that 8x plus 5y, take this plus 9 this side, it becomes minus 9 is equal to 0. And take second equation, 3x plus 2y, this plus 4 if you bring this side, minus 4 is equal to 0. To solve the problem based on cross multiplication method, we have to consider the coefficients. It means a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c. Here a1 is equal to 8, b1 is equal to 5, c1 is equal to minus 9. a2 is equal to 3, b2 is equal to 2, c2 is equal to minus 2. Already we know the formula, x divided by bc minus bc is equal to y divided by ca minus ca is equal to 1 divided by ab minus ab. So 1 2 2 1 1 2 2 1 1 2 2 1. So this is the formula. I have told you how to write this one in the last class. So it is an easy method. It means x divided by bc minus bc, y divided by ca minus ca, 1 divided by ab minus ab. 1 2 2 1 1 2 2 1 1 2 2 1. So here substitute the values. X divided by b1 c2. b1 value is 5, c2 value is minus 4. 5 into minus 4, it is minus 20. In the formula we are having minus, put that minus as it is. b2 c1, b2 is 2, c1 is 9. 2 into minus 9, it is minus 18. In the formula we are having minus, so it becomes plus 18 is equal to y divided by c1 a2. c1 is minus 9, a2 is 3. 3 into minus 9, it is minus 27. And in the formula we are having minus c2 a1. c2 value is minus 4, a1 value is 8. 8 into minus 4, it is minus 32, and we are having minus here, so it becomes plus 32 is equal to 1 divided by a1 b2. a1 value is 8, b2 value is 2. 8 2s are, it is 16, and in the formula we are having minus, put that minus sign. a2 b1, a2 value is 2, a2 value is 3, b1 value is 5, 3 into 5, it is 15. So x divided by 1 is minus, 1 is plus, minus 20 plus 18, subtract them, 20 minus 18 is 2, bigger number sign is minus, is equal to y divided by 1 is minus, 1 is plus, again you have to subtract, 32 minus 27 is 5, and bigger number sign is plus, is equal to 1 divided by 16 minus 15, it is equal to 1. So next what you have to do, compare first and third, you will get x value, compare second and third, you will get y value. So if you compare first and third, first one is x divided by minus 2 is equal to 1 divided by 1. Cross multiply, x into 1 is x, minus 2 into 1 is minus 2. X value is minus 2. Compare second and third. So that is y divided by 5 is equal to 1 divided by 1. So y into 1 is y, 5 into 1 is 5. So the y value is 5. So like this you have to find the value of x and value of y. So this already in the last class we have solved some of the problem. So just today to recall that I have solved one more example here which is there in the exercise. And next we will solve some of the verbal problems which are there in the exercise. So we will discuss them one by one. The first one is, a part of monthly hostel charge is fixed and the remaining depends on the number of days one has taken food in the mess. When student A takes food for 20 days, she has to pay 1000 rupees as a hostel charges. Whereas student B, who takes food for 26 days, pays rupees 1180 as a hostel charges. Find the fixed charge and cost of food per day. So these type of the problem. In the last exercise, two problems based on these we have solved. So the problem one is based on taxi and another one is problem based on lending library. So there we have taken fixed charge and charge per kilometer, and we have considered fixed charge and charge per day. So like that we have here a fixed charge. There is a hostel, it is a problem based on hostel charge. So here it contains a fixed charge and a cost of food per day. So like that there are two values we have to find here, and according to the question here, a part of monthly hostel charge is fixed and the remaining depends on the number of days one has taken food in the mess. Here there are two students, one is student A and another one is student B. Student A pays 1000 rupees as a hostel charge. So in that 1000 rupees, fixed charge also it is there and cost of food per day also it is there. We don't know how many days she has stayed in the hostel, we don't know how many days she has taken food in the hostel. So that we need to find here. And second one, they have student B who has paid 1180 rupees as a hostel charge. In that 1180 rupees, fixed charge also is there and also cost of food per day also it is there. So it means here we need to find a fixed charge and a cost of food per day. We don't know them, both of them. So one you have to take it as a x and the other one you have to take it as a y. So let us consider, let the fixed charge is equal to rupees x and cost of food per day is equal to y rupees. We don't know how much is there. So one we have taken it as a x, another one we have taken it as a y. So according to condition, means by condition, student A. So student A has paid 1000 rupees as a hostel charge. So in that 1000 rupees, fixed charge is also included. Fixed charge we have considered it as a x, plus in that cost of food also it is included. But how many days she has taken the food in the hostel? 20 days she has taken a food. So it means 20 and cost of food per day is how much? 1. We don't know how much is the cost, that we have taken it as a y. Fixed charge plus 20 days she has taken a food, so 20, cost of food per day is y, 20 y. So total how much she has paid? 1000 rupees. So take it as the equation number 1. Student B. So student B, she has taken a food for 26 days and she has paid rupees 1180 rupees. So if she has taken 26 days food, so fixed charge we have to put as x plus 26 days she has taken a food, 26 y is equal to 1180 rupees. So now x is equal to, so take this 26y, that's it. So 1180, this plus 26y, if you take this side, minus 26y, take it as equation number 2. So now you have to substitute equation 2 in equation number 1. Put equation 2 in equation 1. So equation 2 is x is equal to 1180 minus 26y. This x value, wherever it is there in the equation number 1, you have to substitute. So in place of x, you have to substitute this value. So it becomes what? So x means 1180 minus 26y plus 20y is equal to 1000. So here 1180, one is minus, another one is plus. Both 26y, 20y it is there, but one is minus, one is plus. At that time you have to subtract. So 26 minus 20 is 6. Bigger number sign is minus 6. Y is equal to 1000. Take this 6y that side and bring that 1000 this side. 1180 plus 1000 if you bring this side, minus 1000 is equal to minus 6y. If you take that side, it becomes plus 6y. So 6y is equal to, subtract 1180 minus 1000. So it is 180. So y is equal to 180. 6 if you take this side, divided by 6. 6 ones are 6 30s are. Y is equal to 30. So next what you have to do, substitute this y value in equation number 1, sorry, in equation number 2, you will get x value. So put y value in equation 2. So you have to put y value in equation number 2. So equation 2 is x is equal to 1180 minus 26, y value is 30. So that is equal to 1180 minus 26 3s are 78, 780. So subtract them. 1180, 780, 0, 0, 0. So it is 400 rupees. It is equal to 400 rupees. So x value you have got it as a 400 rupees. So x value is 400, y value is 30. X means you have consider fixed charge. So therefore fixed charge is equal to 400 rupees and cost of food per day is equal to, we have taken it as a y, 30 rupees. So they asked you to find cost of food per day and they asked you to find fixed charge. The fixed charge of the hostel is 400 rupees and cost of food per day is 30 rupees. A fraction becomes 1 by 3 when 1 is subtracted from numerator and it becomes 1 by 4 when 8 is added to denominator. Find the fraction. Here you have to find the fraction. So here they are given a fraction becomes 1 by 3 when 1 is added to 1 is subtracted from numerator and it becomes 1 by 4 when 8 is added to denominator. Find the fraction means you have to find the fraction. So already you know the general form of fraction. It means all the fractions are in the form of p divided by q. So here we are considering a variable x and y. So it means you have to consider a fraction. Let the fraction be x divided by y. The number in the numerator is x and the number in the denominator is y. So according to the condition, by condition, what is the condition they have given for you? A fraction becomes 1 by 3 when 1 is subtracted from numerator. So 1 is subtracted from numerator means x minus 1 divided by y. It becomes how much? 1 divided by 3. A fraction becomes 1 by 3 when 1 is subtracted from numerator. So from numerator x is there. If you subtract 1, you will get 1 divided by 3. Cross multiply. 3 into x minus 1 is equal to y into 1 is y. So 3 into x it is 3x and 3 into minus 1 it is minus 3 is equal to y. and take this minus 3 that side and bring that y this side. 3x plus y if you bring this side minus y, or else keep this as equation number 1. Keep it as equation number 1. And the next condition is, if it becomes 1 divided by 4 when 8 is added to numerator. It becomes 1 divided by 4 when we add 8 to the denominator. So numerator you have to keep it as it is. In the numerator we are having x, you have to keep it as it is. In the denominator we have to add 8. X divided by y plus 8 is equal to, it becomes how much? 1 divided by 4. A fraction becomes 1 by 4 when 8 is added to denominator. In the numerator, you don't need to add anything, you don't need to subtract anything. Only you have to add 8 to the denominator. So x divided by y plus 8 is equal to 1 divided by 4. Cross multiply. 4 into x is 4x is equal to y plus 8 into 1 is y plus 8. 4x is equal to y value. Already we got from the equation number 1. What is that? 3x minus 3 plus 8. How you written this? From 1. So 4x, and bring that 3x this side, minus 3x plus 3x if you bring this side, minus 3x is equal to minus 3 plus 8. 1 is plus, 1 is minus. So 8 minus 3 is 5 and bigger number sign is plus. 4x minus 3x is x is equal to 5. So the value of x is 5. So next part you have to do, put this x value in equation number 1. You will get y value. Put x value in equation 1. So x value, if you substitute in equation 1, 3 into x value, it is 5. Equation 1 is 3x. 3 into 5 minus 3 is equal to y. So 3 5s are, it is 15 minus 3 is equal to y. Therefore y is equal to 15 minus 3 is 12. So x value is 5 and y value is 12. Therefore the fraction is x divided by y we have considered. X is 5 divided by 12. So the given fraction is 5 divided by 12. Okay students, well, next we go for the next problem. So that is, places A and B are 100 km apart on a highway. One car starts from A and another from B at the same time. If the car travels in same direction at a different speed, they meet in 5 hours. If they have traveled towards each other, they meet in 1 hour. What are the speed of the two cars? Here there are the two cars, we don't know the speed of them. They are the different speed, but one condition is two cars travels on same direction. Both they are going in the same direction, and the another one condition is they are on opposite direction. One car is coming like this, another one car is going like this. So when they are traveling in same direction, the both car will meet each other after 5 hours, and when they are traveling towards each other, they will meet in 1 hour. So we have to find the speed of both the cars. So we don't know the speed of them. So let us reconsider. Let the speed of car A is equal to x kilometer per hour, and the speed of car B is equal to y kilometer per hour. One we have taken it as x, one we have taken it as a y. First condition is, when two cars are traveling in same direction. When they are traveling in same direction, I will draw a diagram here. One is car A, so it is car A is here and car B is here. It is also traveling in this direction. It is also traveling in the same direction. Car B also going in the same direction, After 5 hours, they meet here at the point P. So the distance between these two cars, they have given already, it is 100 kilometer. In the question they have mentioned, the places A and B are 100 kilometer apart. Distance between these two places is 100 kilometer. So here, distance traveled by car from place A in 5 hours. Distance traveled by car from place A in 5 hours is equal to, what is the formula? We know already, distance is equal to, the formula we know, distance is equal to 5 hours. Distance is equal to speed into time. Already we know the distance formula. Distance is equal to speed into time. So distance, speed is how much? It is x kilometer per hour. We don't know how much is the speed of car A. We have taken it as a x kilometer, and time how much it has taken? 5. So that is which implies 5x. Distance of car A, the distance covered by car A in 5 hours. So distance covered by car A from place A in 5 hours is equal to 5x. Distance traveled by car from place B in 5 hours is equal to, again, speed into time. That is equal to, speed is y and time is 5. So it is 5y. So the speed is y and time is 5. Speed into time. So that is equal to 5y. So we know that AB is equal to, AB they are given 100. AB, how do you write from the figure AB? AB we will get AP. In total AP, what you have to subtract to get AB? In AP you have to subtract BP. So AP minus BP. AB is equal to AP minus BP. AB is how much? The distance between car A and car B, it is 100 km. 100 is equal to AP. AP is 5x and BP is minus 5y. What is common here in this? 100 is equal to 5 is common, x minus y. So if you cancel, 5 ones are 5 20s are. So what is left? X minus y is equal to 20. Take it as equation number 1. X minus y is equal to 20. So I will rub here. Condition 1, by solving this condition we have got x minus y is equal to 20. X minus y is equal to 20, equation number 1. So second condition, when the two cars travel in opposite direction. The two cars travels in opposite direction. So if they travel in opposite direction, the diagram you will get like this. Here is car A traveling in this direction, here is car B traveling in this direction. They are traveling in opposite direction. If they travel in opposite direction, in between them they will meet somewhere here. I will take it as a P. They will meet at the point P. Here now the distance between A and B, it is how much? Already they are given, it is 100 kilometer. The distance between A and B is 100 kilometer. Again, distance traveled by car A in Opposite direction, how much it will travel? 1 hour. The distance traveled by car A in 1 hour. See here, the direction. If the car travels in the if they travel towards each other, it means opposite direction. They meet in 1 hour. Here the time is 1 hour. Distance traveled by car A in 1 hour is equal to speed into time. Speed is x, time is 1. So 1 into x, which is equal to x. And the distance traveled by car B in 1 hour. Again it is equal to, the distance is equal to our speed into time. So speed is, this time is 1, speed is y. So that is y. So here how do you write AB? AB is equal to, how do you get AB? AP plus BP. So to get this AB, we have to add AP and BP. So AB is equal to AP plus BP. AB is 100, AP is x plus BP is y. AP is x, BP is y. So take it as a equation number. Here, bring this y this side, or else keep this x, y this side, 100, and plus y if you bring this side, minus y is equal to x. Take it as equation number 2. Equation number 2. Next, what you have to do? Put equation 2 in equation 1. So this equation 2 you have to substitute in equation number 1. So if you substitute equation 2 in equation 1, equation 2 what we are having? X is equal to 100 minus y. This x value in equation number 1 you have to substitute 100 minus y. So in equation number 1 we are having x. X means 100 minus y, and we are having again a minus y is equal to 20. So 100 minus minus, see both are minus, you have to add and put minus sign. Minus y is minus 2y is equal to 20. Take this minus 2y that side and bring that 20 this side. 100 plus 20 if you bring this minus 20, and 2y if you take that side plus 2y. 100 minus 20 is 80 is equal to 2y. 2 ones are 2 40s are. Y you are getting is equal to 40. That y value you have to substitute in equation number 1. Y value you have to substitute in equation number 1. So x minus y, how much you got? 40 is equal to 20. And x is equal to minus 40 if you take that side. 20 plus 40. So x is equal to 60. The value of x is 60 and the value of y is 20. So at last what you can write? X means what you have taken? You have taken the speed of the car A. Therefore, speed of car A is equal to 60 km per hour, and speed of car B is equal to 40 km per hour. So like this you have to solve the problem. Understood? So we can go, we solve the next one. So the next problem is, Yash scored 40 marks in a test, getting 3 marks for each right answer and losing 1 marks for each wrong answer. Had 4 marks awarded for each correct answer and 2 marks being deducted for each incorrect answer. Then Yash would have scored 50 marks. How many questions were there in the test? Here the two conditions are there. In the first condition, they are giving 3 marks for getting a for 1 correct answer. They are giving a 3 marks, and for 1 wrong answer, they are giving 1 marks. In the second condition, they are giving correct answer 4 marks, and for wrong answer they are deducting 2 marks. There are 2 conditions. We have to find how many questions were there in the test. So it means we don't know how many questions are there, but we know some in those questions some are correct answer question and some are wrong answer questions. So let us reconsider. The number of correct questions is equal to x and number of wrong answers is equal to y. So let us consider. Let the number of correct questions is equal to x. We don't know how many were there. The number of correct questions is equal to x. The number of wrong questions is equal to y. Number of correct questions is equal to x and number of wrong questions is equal to y. So if you get a number of correct questions and number of wrong questions, we will get how many questions were there in the exam. So using the condition, you have to solve by condition. By condition. First condition is what? Yash scored 40 marks. How much he has got? 40 marks. In that 40 marks, they have given 3 marks for each correct answer and they have deducted 1 marks for each wrong answer. So they are giving 3 marks for correct answer. How many correct answers are there? Correct questions? We don't know. We have taken it as a x, 3x. Deducting means if they are cutting the marks means we have to take minus. So minus. How many wrong questions are there? Let the number of correct questions one. Let the number of correct answers and number of wrong answers. So number of wrong answers are y. So y, and they are cutting 1 marks for each wrong answer. So 1 into y. Totally how much he has got? 40 marks. 3x minus y is equal to 40. Take this y that side and bring that 40 this side. 3x plus 40 if you bring this side, minus 40 minus y if you take that side, plus y. Take it as equation number 1. Again in the second condition, 4 marks awarded for each correct answer. They are giving 4 marks now for each correct answer and they are cutting, it means they are deducting 2 marks for each wrong answer. At that time how much he has got? He has got 50 marks. So 4 marks they have awarded for correct answer, so 4x. And they have cut 2 marks, it means 2 for each wrong answer. 2y is equal to how much he has got? 50 marks he has got. So 4x minus 2 into y value, substitute from equation number 1. So that is 3x minus 40 is equal to 50 because from equation number 1. 4x minus 2 into 3x minus 6x minus into minus plus 2 into 40, 80 is equal to 50. So 4x minus 6x, 1 is plus, 1 is minus. At that time subtract, 6x minus 4x is 2x and bigger number sign is minus. Minus 2x plus 80 is equal to 50. In the next step, take this minus 2x that side and bring that 50 this side. So 80 plus 50 if you bring this side, minus 50 is equal to minus 2x if you take that side, plus 2x. Therefore 2x is equal to 80 minus 50 is 30. Therefore x is equal to 2 1s are 2 15s are. X is equal to 15. The value of x we have got 15. Put this x value in equation number 1, you will get y value. Put x value in equation 1. So that is 3 into x value is how much? 15 minus 40 is equal to y. So 15 3s are 45 minus 40 is equal to y. Therefore y is equal to 45 minus 40, it is equal to 5. So the value of x is 15 and the value of y is 5. So x we have considered correct answers and y we have considered wrong answers. So how many correct answers are there? 15 correct answers are there and 5 wrong answers are there. So they have asked totally how many questions were there. Therefore total number of questions in the test is equal to 15 plus 5 is equal to 20. So the total number of questions in the test is equal to 20. So like this we have to solve the problem. And the last problem is, so the last problem by cross multiplication method. So that is, the area of the rectangle get reduced by 9 square units if its length is reduced by 5 units and breadth is increased by 3 units. If we increase the length by 3 units and the breadth by 2 units, the area increases by 67 square units. Find the dimensions of the rectangle. What are the dimensions of rectangle? The dimensions of rectangle are length and breadth. So using the length and breadth, you are going to find the area of the rectangle and also you are going to find the perimeter of rectangle. So here the problem is based on area of rectangle. If you consider the length as x and if you consider the breadth as y, what is the area of the rectangle? The area of the rectangle is xy, because length into breadth, it means x into y. So the area of the rectangle is xy. So using all those, we have to find the problem. So now let length is equal to x, breadth is equal to y, x units and breadth is equal to y units, and area of rectangle is equal to xy square units. Length is x, breadth is y, area is xy square units. By conditions, what are the conditions they are given? Area of the rectangle gets reduced by 9 units. Area of the rectangle xy reduced by 9 units. It means reduced means subtraction. Xy minus 9. It gets reduced by 9 units if its length is reduced by 5 units. When the length is reduced by 5 units means length we have taken it as a x. If it is reduced by 5 units, x minus 5. And breadth is increased by 3 units. Breadth we have taken it as a y, it is increased by 2 units means 3 units means y plus 3. Length into breadth is equal to area. Area, how much it reduced? Area is reduced by 9 square units. The question they are given. The area of the rectangle gets reduced by 9 square units if the length is reduced by 5 units, breadth is increased by 3 units. At the time, area reduced by 9 units. So now remove the bracket. Take this x and multiply with these two, and take this y and again multiply with these two. X into y, xy. X into 3 plus 3x. Minus 5 into y, minus 5y. Minus 5 into 3, minus 15 is equal to xy minus 9. LHS also we are having xy, in the RHS also we are having xy, in the LHS also xy sign is plus, in the RHS also xy sign is plus. It means we can cancel them. So if you cancel them, what is left? 3x minus 5y minus 15. This minus 9, if you bring this side, or else minus 9 keep as it is, minus 15 if you take that side, it becomes plus 15. So 3x minus 5y is equal to 15 minus 9. 15 minus 9, it is equal to 6. Take it as equation number 1. So the next condition is breadth is increased by 3 units and if we increase length by 3 units and breadth by 2 units, the area increases by 67 square units. If we increase length by 3 units, breadth by 2 units, both we have to increase, is equal to area, it will increase by area, it means xy, it will increase by 67 square units. X you have to multiply with these two, x into y, xy, x into 2, 2x, 3 into y, 3y plus 3 into 2, 6 is equal to xy plus 67. xy here and xy here, they will get cancelled. 2x plus 3y is equal to 67. Take this plus 6 that side, minus 6. So 2x plus 3y is equal to 67 minus 6 is 61. Take it as equation number 2. So in the equation number 1 we are having 3x is equal to minus 5 plus 3x minus 5 is equal to 6. In the equation 2 we are having 2x plus 3y is equal to 61. So here for the equation number 1 I will multiply 2 because I will make the coefficient of x to be the same. There we are having the coefficient of x 2, that I have to multiply for equation number 1, and in the equation number 1 the coefficient of x is 3, that I have to multiply here in the equation number 2. So if you multiply 2 for equation 1, it becomes 6x minus 10y is equal to 12, equation number 3, and 6x plus 9y is equal to 183. So equation number 4. Now both are same. At the time you have to subtract them. So equation subtracting equation 4, equation 3 from equation 4. So to subtract equation 3 from equation 4. Equation 3 is 6x plus 9y is equal to 183, and equation 4 is 6x plus 9y is equal to 183, and 6x minus 10y is equal to 12. If you are subtracting, change this sign. So at the time these two will get cancelled. So 9y plus 10y, it is 90y is equal to 183 minus 12. So 171. Y is equal to 171 divided by 19. So 19 ones are 90, nines are. Y is equal to 9. So put this y value in equation number 3, equation number 1, or in equation number 2. So if you put the y value in equation number 1, put y value in equation 1. So if you put y value in equation number 1, so 3x minus 5 into y value is 9 is equal to 6. 3x minus 5 nines are 45 is equal to 6. 3x is equal to 6 plus 45. So 3x is equal to 51. 3 ones are 3, 1s are 3, 3 7s are. So which implies x is equal to 17. So x value is 17 and y value is 9. So what you have to write? Therefore, length is equal to x we have taken, it is equal to 17 units, and the breadth is equal to, we have taken 9, y we have taken, so it is equal to 9 units. So this is a way of finding linear equation, verbal columns using the cross multiplication method. So in all these problems, the making the equations, it is very important. So in the next class, cross multiplication method is over now. So we have left with only one, that is reducible method. So it is not a method which will come in the linear equations, algebraic method, but it is a method we are following. Reducible means first we have to reduce the equation and make it in the form of linear equation into variable, and afterwards you have to use any method, either the elimination method or cross multiplication method or substitution method to get the value of x and y.